¿Cómo están, amigos? Amigos, hoy tengo un nuevo layout y un nuevo invitado para nada más y nada menos que Resin Talk. Solo tengo que decir que el layout quedó cremita, amigos. No están preparados para el nuevo overlay que tenemos del canal. Ahorita lo pongo, ahorita lo vamos a ver. Vamos a hacer la comparación del antiguo con el nuevo, ¿ok? Y así pueden ver. Bueno, ahora sí, ya que estamos aquí un poco más calientitos y juntitos. No, gracias por la suscripción. Ahora sí. Estoy muy nervioso, chicos. Como es usual. Ok. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, I'm here.
Hey. So, well, because it's been so well, the reception of Resin Talk, I ordered a new overlay for the channel, So, it's actually pretty nice. I'm not sure if you're watching the stream, but
yeah, I have the stream up.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you how was the one that I did,
Okay.
Which is terrible. So now people are gonna see it.
I thought
terrible.
that whole thing was professional, dude. That was so.
It was very, I don't know, shaky.
I don't think so at all.
I mean, right now the cameras are wrong, right? Because I haven't set it up here. So this is the old one, and now I got this one, which is 10 times better.
I love that. That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Oh, the animation, the transition?
Yeah, that's so cool.
It's a guinea pig.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. I love it.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, guys, this is a new overlay for Resin Talk.
Professional.
Yeah. And I'm gonna show now because I have two overlays. It was one for us to talk and the one to show off whatever. If I'm showing something off, then I need to change the camera, right? So this is the old one, which is like questionable. And now the new one, it's like this.
It's definitely a completely different look.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. Investment.
Professional.
Come on, guys, please stop. But yeah. Okay, guys, so I would love to present to you none other than RathCap. He's a solo guy behind, RathCap. It's an honor to have you here and have another episode of Resin Talk. Have you watched the ones before?
I actually went through a little bit of them, when I had some time.
That's actually pretty
nice.
So
pretty cool.
So, what's a simple question you have to test out your abilities? Say, what's the best color?
Oh, that's what I'm answering?
Of course, there's only one right answer.
Do I have to say red?
Of course you have to say a red. What do you mean?
Red! Oh, totally red!
You see, guys? This is 100% legit. He said it, so red is the best color.
Not red.
It's okay, guys. You don't need to admit it right now.
Rigged.
Actually rigged? Actually?
That's so funny. You forced me to say it, I swear.
I paid him to do it. Okay. Should we start the interview, my dude?
Alright, cool.
Okay. So, who was RathCap?
Who was RathCap?
Yes.
Who is RathCap? Where did Rath come from?
Yes.
The name, me.
Yes, everything.
So okay, well, I'll give you the Rath background. Some people know about the Rath, some people know about the logo, but Rath comes from World of Warcraft. Actually, I was a big World of Warcraft player.
Really?
So when I was a little kid, I always wanted to play WoW. I always wanted a gaming computer. I couldn't afford one. I didn't have one. My grandma bought me one, and she subbed to World of Warcraft for me.
Really?
But
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah, it was pretty
nice.
cool. I had a cool grandma. But essentially, when I couldn't play, I was watching YouTube videos of World of Warcraft, and there was a resto druid, and his name was Wrath Moon. So after watching and watching, and I finally got to play, I actually made the same character. Like I made a night elf druid. I named my guy Wrath Moon, and then basically for the next 20 years, 15 years, I used the name Wrath, and basically whatever else.
So
So
you,
like
so you
Wrath.
appropriated the idea, basically.
Yeah,
Wow,
I never like
incredible.
I borrowed it. So yeah, different MMOs or different video games.
Mhm.
You know, I always start off with Wrath. So RATH is always my name, and then I follow it with something else. So yeah,
That's very cool. But what's your name? Your
my
real?
real name,
Yes,
Vincent.
Vincent. That's
Vincent.
actually I like that name.
Vinny.
It's very like
I like it too.
it's like elegant, like Vincent. Like,
I like Vincent. Most people like a lot of my friends call me Vinny, but
Vinny?
my actual name is Vincent. Like I actually prefer my real name over my nickname. So,
Oh, that's pretty
but
cool.
whatever. Different settings. I'm different. I'm a different person.
I agree. So before we get into like the hobby artisans, did you like what do you do like for a living? Is this like a part-time thing? Is a full-time thing?
Yeah, so this is definitely a part-time thing. It would be a dream, honestly, to make it a full-time thing at some point. But I am a mental health clinician, so I actually work for university, Rutgers. If anybody knows anything about colleges in the United States, Rutgers is definitely a big like football college. But I work for them, and I'm outsourced into a middle school, so I do counseling with kids.
That's actually pretty cool. Like, yeah, that's pretty nice. I used to
Oh.
went to counseling when I was younger.
Yeah, it's definitely different than keyboards.
Yeah, I mean, different from all the engineers in the hobby, right? All the programmers.
Yeah.
um.
But
Well,
yeah.
well, one of the questions here is that
Huh?
who was, who would you say was the most influential person in your life so far? Either regarding to artisans or like I mean, like the part behind art, right? Maybe.
Yeah. So definitely my grandma and my mom for sure. And not just for artisans, just like in life in general.
Mhm.
I definitely get a lot of the art background from my grandma.
Oh.
But like my brother and sister,
What?
hopefully they're not watching, are not talented. Like neither
Oh
am I,
boy.
but like there's the I just mess around with stuff and kind of
Oh, what
learn as I
what
go.
was like her talent or like good art regardless,
So my grandma specifically had like an art studio. Like she did oil
Wow.
paintings, and she was a
Oh,
musician. She literally did everything, man. Like she was like just super talented.
that's actually pretty cool.
Grandmas are the best. Grandmas are the best.
I agree.
But yeah, so I definitely she did everything when it came to art.
That's actually
So
very nice.
yeah.
I have nothing related to art, honestly. Like, I'm like I barely know how to draw, and yeah, I'm terrible with design. Anything is just I like red. If if that
Listen,
doesn't
man,
tell anything, nothing will.
just practice. I mean, that's I don't have any clay background. I just practice.
Really, that's actually pretty
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, anybody could do it.
So okay, so how did you get into the hobby?
I had a friend introduce me, and basically he's like, "Hey, like you like gaming? You like I always liked art. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
It's not like I never liked art. I was always very good at it. But again, I was someone who I practiced a lot. I was the kid in the class that could draw something, but I never did anything with it. It's not like I went to college for art. But he said, "Hey, you like art? You like gaming? Why don't you look at like this avenue? This is pretty cool. You should try this." And I was like, interesting. Like I was working a full time and another part time job. I was doing a ton of counseling, but I was like, this could be cool. And I was getting really like burnt out at the time of counseling because I was working like 80-hour weeks.
Oof,
And
that's rough.
yeah, it was a lot. It was like I said, I had a full time, I had a part time. I was commuting all the way up north. It was like an hour and a half there. It was like 2 hours back with traffic. I was working all Saturdays. So I was just like beat. I was super super beat. And I found playing with clay as an outlet. To be honest with you, it was relaxing. It's something I recommend to anybody, even if you have no intentions of making artisans or anything. Just playing with clay, man, is just therapeutic.
Well, that's actually
to me it
nice
is.
to hear. I mean, so
Yeah.
you didn't enter because of the keyboards. You enter because of the the clay.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So I had mechanical keyboards. I never built any. I didn't know too much about. Obviously I played video games. Like
Right.
I'm a giant nerd in general, but I never had the opportunity like to build a keyboard. I didn't know too much about like switches or any of that. I didn't know too much about that kind of stuff, to be honest with you. I just really liked the clay aspects. I really liked art. I mean, I collect action figures, so like it was like this weird combo of all of these things
Oh.
that just kind of fell together. It's like I said, like at this point, like Wrath is who I am. And
Right.
I've said this before, like my parents joke with me and they're like, "What's up, Wrath? What's up, RathCaps?"
Oh
Because
boy.
it's like this new persona that, like, I mean, dude, when I'm not working, I'm working. I'm working in my basement. Like, I do
You do
all my time is invested. You know, all my energy really is invested in RathCaps. Because I
Wow.
really just I genuinely enjoy it. It's become a passion, man. Did you see Kisa?
Yeah. Oh. I mean, it's just really, I don't know, interesting to hear that. Like, I don't know if I would feel comfortable. Like, my name is David, right? But look, when someone like calls me David, either like here or on my Discord, I'm like I feel weird out because I'm like, David. I mean, it's still me, but it's different than me, right? So I feel like awkward when they call me, hey, David, or David. Oh, please don't do it.
David. I like that.
David, yeah. But yeah, a funny story about it is that on Peru, they used to call me Alejandro, which is my middle name.
Huh.
So it's Alexander, right?
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
when I came here, they usually tell you, oh, everyone. I mean, a lot of people here have only one name, right? It's first name, and then you're good to go, right? So they made me peak. They told me, okay, you're gonna be now David. David.
Oh,
Like, so I hated
you're
it.
David now.
Yeah, I'm like, oh. I'm not a fan of David because of like, oh, because I grew up with
David's a nice
Alejandro,
name.
yeah.
But that's funny, huh?
Yeah.
I guess it's cultural.
Yeah,
you know?
it's very cultural. Like, I think a lot of like South Americans has like two names.
Okay. Oh, now you're Ark also.
Yeah, like Ark, it's literally like the short of my first name and last name. It's like Alejandro
Okay.
Requena Quijano. It's the
Oh, see,
initials.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, it was like my nickname came like when I made like an account. Like when I was like 8 years old, my dad, we used to play games together, right? Like like free to play games. So he was like, so what's something that you will remember? It was literally like the initials and the year I was born. And
Easy enough.
yeah.
Dude, my first WoW character was named Delly, Delly, because I had a Dell monitor. I'm like, I don't know what to name myself.
Wow, really? That's
That's
very
yeah.
silly.
And then like, dude, one of my other characters was like Croissant. So if I wasn't Wrath, I would probably be Croissant or Delhi. And Croissant was because I used to eat croissants for breakfast, but I was an
croissants are
idiot and
good.
they're delicious. But I spelt it wrong and I pronounced it wrong, and I still do.
I mean, if
So,
you told me to spell
wow.
it right now, I probably wouldn't be able to.
I mean, I was a little kid, so whatever.
Actually, Python, yeah. Okay, so but do you follow like group buys? New keywords are coming out.
Yeah, so I definitely follow it. Not that I don't always participate in the keyboard specific stuff. I do really like the GMK sets, the PPT sets. I do like following that, the colors. I think and everybody knows at this point I really like Carbon.
Yeah. Do you want to show how much do you like Carbon?
Oh God, yeah, maybe not yet.
Okay, we
but yeah, in a minute I'll do that.
I mean, guys, he really likes Carbon. It's not a joke.
Here, I'll grab a little. So this is one of my boxes. I mean, you saw all my other stuff, but yeah.
I mean,
I like to collect Carbon.
He's a
Got
carbon
some.
boy.
Yeah, I got too much carbon, but that's my thing. Oh my lord! Look at the chat. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
Carbon flex, actual flex. I mean, I hope that's gonna be me one day with red artisans.
With red,
That's
yeah.
my dream. Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, here's some other carbons I have in
Oh
here.
god.
But I very much like carbon colors, for sure.
That's pretty. I mean, if you can afford, I'm pretty sure you can do some nice trades. I'm like, you know what? I can get you a commission if you give me this back. Look, I bought GMK Dark Olivia.
Okay, yep, it's pretty.
Yeah, it's actually pretty. And I was like, I wasn't. After I bought it, I feel like, buyer's remorse.
Oh.
So, and then I put it up for sale. And then,
okay.
I don't know if you know Binarias.
Yeah.
The dragon, she has a dragon artisan.
Yeah.
So she sent me a PM on Discord. She was like, "Oh, well, I wanna buy JMK Dark Olivia." I was like, "Oh, sure." I asked her, "Is there a way I can, verify you? Do you have any sell trades confirmed on, Reddit or something?" And she was like, "Not really, but here's my Instagram. Check me out." So I was already following her. So I was like, what if you make me a small commission and I take $50 off it? And she was like,
"That's awesome.
That's a deal."
Yeah, dude, why would you not? That's pretty cool. That's so funny. I get messages every now and then, like if I message someone for like, "Hey, is that orange? I can't really tell in the color." They'll be like, "No, it's I don't know, whatever, brown." And they go, "Wait, are you RathCap?"
Oh no.
I was like, maybe.
Maybe. But
That's
yeah.
so funny.
Is there any GMK sets or are you waiting for, like, that you bought or you're planning on buying maybe?
There's some stuff I'm waiting for the aftermarket because I'm way too lazy to wait. I'm like so impatient, man. I know
God.
it's really bad.
Okay, guys, this interview is over.
Yeah, it's really bad, but I can't wait, man. I have to like
Really?
pretend it doesn't exist, and then once it's out and someone sells it, then I'll just get it then.
I mean, like, are you willing to pay, like, flipping prices then?
No, but usually people work with me just like how you had that nice little deal.
Oh, okay. No, okay, you're using your powers then.
Yes, exactly.
Actually,
I'm lucky with that aspect. Listen, I there's no way I could afford these artisans unless I tell people this all the time. I'm like, I make artisans and I sell artisans, and it goes right back into the hobby half the time.
Oh boy. What's saving, am I right?
Listen, it's a good thing. I'm supporting other artists too.
Does Rath like avocado? Do you like-
Avocados? I do. Is that
No,
like
no,
a
no,
Tom
no.
Brady reference because of the shirt?
Can you say palta?
Palta?
Palta.
Palta.
Yes. That's yes. Avocado.
I
Like,
don't know.
yeah, it's because like on Peru and another part of like South America, we call it palta. So like they're like, no, please stop.
Palta.
Palta, yes, palta. It's
Listen,
good.
I had like 4 years of Spanish. I like know one word. I'm not very good when it comes to that kind of stuff.
It's okay, but I mean, it's just funny that everything that I say, they're like, no, please stop.
That's cool. You have a nice little group of friends here. I like it.
Yeah, they're pretty
You
nice.
got a cool little Well, yeah. It seems like they might be a little trolly, but
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, I really like artisans, but because like at least my target, it's like on people on Mexico, right? And so like I try to like make grow the artisan community. So I mean, I'm not gonna brag, but I'm pretty sure like my Discord has the like are the ones that are like collect the most, at least like Spanish talking people.
okay, cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
it's actually pretty nice. So we talk about artisans, we share like raffles. Hey guys, this and that. It's pretty cool, honestly.
I like it. It's crazy. The artisan scene is just like it's massive. Like it's getting bigger and bigger by the day. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I'm hoping, like, I'm gonna be honest, that there's some not very nice artisans in Mexico, at least for now. They're very like they're either like they're very rough around the edges, to be honest. But hopefully we get there. You know, like I really try to push it, but you know, there's only much I can do. Right?
The Artisan Olympics.
Yes.
It's too
But,
funny.
yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, so wait, before we continue, what keyword do you have right now?
I will unplug it, and this
Okay.
is you're gonna be. I'll show you what it is. My friend built it for me.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
What do you
Custom
mean?
built though.
Oh, it's acrylic.
It's a TKL. Yeah, I think it's acrylic.
Yes. Yes, it's like
And I know it's a TKL, but I didn't build it. My friend built it
You're
for
like
me.
it?
And
it's funny because like I feel like
I'm a bad
Greg
artisan
like
maker, apparently.
from Bad Habit. He's like he has a Corsair keyboard, and he's like I'm happy with this. Like I don't need more than that. I'm like
I'm gonna make fun of Greg, but then he can hit me right back because I'm like I don't know what kind of keyboard it is. I found out it was a TKL probably a year ago. Oh,
wow. So I see. Guys.
I did put the keycaps on it though.
Yeah, I mean you did a thing, right? You did a thing.
I know it's very pretty and it's fun to click. I know that much.
Hey.
But yeah, I'm very much into the art aspects and like the clay and the resin and coming up with like these little characters that have life. That's what draws me like very much into the artisan scene for sure. I respect the keyboard stuff. Don't get me wrong. I wish I knew how to do it. I just don't have the time. That's the
I
honest
mean,
truth.
that's very understandable. It takes a lot of time, like a lot of like keeping up with things, and then if it's something you like, then you might miss it. It's just
Yeah, that's just another thing to add to the list. Wait, I want to see your keyboard. Am I allowed to see your keyboard?
Sure. It's this one.
Oh, you have an Alice. Wait, is that an Alice? No,
It's an Alice like, yeah.
because I do have an Alice. My friend
You
built me
do?
that too. I have a couple of keyboards, man. I just never built them.
But yeah, this is it's called the Meridian. It's
That's-
a collaboration between Prime Keyboards and IO03.
Wow.
Yeah, with Gemcake
Yeah.
Cafe.
Yeah, that's
Very
really
nice.
nice. It's simple.
Yeah, pretty nice keyboard, honestly. I like it so far.
Someone
Well,
said
yeah,
in
they
the
bully
chat-
me because I have 3 Alices right now with me.
Oh my god! Wow.
Yes, and I
Wow.
I bought the Bear 65, which is another Alice, Sagittarius. I'm your Alice guy, okay?
That's okay. I'm the Carbon guy. You could be the Alice guy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair. That I will take
Wow.
that. But yeah.
Someone said in the chat they wish they could sculpt like me. I just want them to know they just have to practice a lot. Cause I have no, I don't have no skill. It was just a lot of practice and a lot of time. So anybody can do it. Is my point.
Yeah, great. Someone asked me, Ark, did you bought the small Alice? I have the PCB, but I don't have the case for it.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I get that patience. A lot of things here in the hobby, it's a lot of patience, and I understand that basically.
Yeah. But the scene it's a very cool scene. I follow it very closely.
Okay, so we talk about that you do hand sculpting, right? But did you ever try, or are you interested in learning 3D sculpting?
Nope.
You're like, yeah, I'm out.
Nope. And I have had this conversation with Bad Habits and some other people. I think it's really cool. Don't get me wrong. I think it's awesome. I think it's super cool. It's another type of art, but I don't know anything about it. And to me, like I said, the sculpting is my favorite part. It's therapeutic for me. It's relaxing. And it's just different, To me, that's what makes my artisans. That it all came from these guys. Like, I think that's pretty dope. Like, I think it's all cool though.
No, I agree. It's very different. Like the
Just
details.
different, yeah.
Yeah, it's different. That's totally the thing.
Yep.
But like I have talked with some people that they wouldn't consider like 3D artisans like 3D sculpting like artisans, you know, like even 3D printed ones, you know.
It's
Like
just different.
I get that, but
Yeah.
like, what's your stand on that, you know?
It's a tough question because I also have a ton of friends that do
Mhm.
3D printing. I have a ton of friends that do all resin and just clay. You know, I think you got to do what you're good at. I think you got to do what you like. I think there should be some sort of difference in name. I would say that, but they're definitely all artisan related for sure. But they are different. That's also
Right.
another thing. You know, you get the other thing is like some people hand paint, which is again that's freaking awesome. Like I would love to try that, to be honest with you. I think that would be really cool. Mine are all resin. You know, I feel like there's different levels of different things, and it's just different. It's not good or bad.
I mean, yeah, I totally agree with
Everyone
that.
has a preference, you know.
I mean, there's even people who like mix and match, right? Like for example, the guy from Archetype, he sculpts it in 3D, and then he 3D prints it, and then he gets a mold out of that, and then he casts
Then
it.
he resin casts it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's more steps.
It's like a combined.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's the best way to do it. Yeah, maybe one of the best ways, because you have nice detailing.
Yeah,
Sculpts.
like I said, it's definitely just preference.
Preferences.
I
I
mean,
agree.
look at my cat. She's hilarious. But for me, I know nothing about a 3D. Like, I don't know anything about 3D printing. I know nothing about software. And at the end of the day, and I've said, like I said, I've said this before, but like, I have no undo button. Like, if I mess up, I'm screwed. Like, you know, I go back. It takes a lot more time to do some of these things. Like, but I enjoy it. That's why I do it. That's if I like 3D printing, I would do that probably. But this
I
is
mean,
just where
it's a whole
my
new
heart
skill,
is.
honestly. Like getting used to
Yeah.
Blender and then actually learning how to
Yep.
sculpt. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm just gonna stick with what I like.
hey, that's fair. Okay, this is a big like discussion that my community has, that are Rama caps artisans.
Rama caps. Oh, you're gonna put me in some hot water.
It's
I gotta look
a
up what Rama caps are.
Oh, no, 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 the metal ones, the aluminum ones.
Oh, those.
Yes.
I don't know if I would consider them. I don't know the person or whatever, but I don't know if I would consider them artisans per se.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why?
I don't know. It's just different. I feel like whenever I hear the term artisan, and this is coming from me as an artisan, you know, as a quote unquote artisan maker, the first thing ever when introduced to artisans was clay and resin, and that was it. You know, I feel like this new avenue of 3D printed and like this metal, like they're cool. They're artists. I don't know, man. Yeah, yes and no. It's different.
No, you need to pick sides here. There's
No.
there's no middle ground. I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, there's
It's a tough one.
It is. But like personally, like I don't think they're artisans per se. I see them more as novelties. You know. Like,
Okay. Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
yeah.
I think I would agree with you on that actually.
It's yeah. I think that's
Yeah.
how I see it. But like I think someone on Reddit the other day asked, oh, like what's your favorite artisan? And like the most voted ones were like Rama. I'm like,
But that's but that's a trigger. It's
yeah,
not an artisan.
yeah, those are the artisans.
Everyone shows art differently. That I do look at it like that. But
There's Buddha Bear is telling you
Aw.
the correct answer is no, Red. Just
no. There you go. How's that better?
yeah. Okay, so how was the beginning of RathCaps?
Yeah, Wrath in the beginning was pretty rough in the beginning. It was tough. Like I said, I didn't have too much to go off of. I mean, there's a random YouTube video by Glenn the Black. If
Glenn
those
the Black,
who know him.
yes.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
he's an amazing human being. But I mean, it took me 3 months to make BB Root, like literally, because I was just so like OCD and unhappy with it over and over and over again. So like I would mess around with clay every night in the basement and just try to make something. And like I had my intention set on like a Groot lookalike, like something like Groot. Because when I was looking into artisans, and I'm like, how could nobody have done a version of Groot? I'm like, it makes no sense. Like, Groot is the coolest character ever. He's like, you know, he's so cute, and he has all these kind of forms, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And also like there's reference to the tree of life, has so much meaning to it, and it's just a good character that I gravitated to. But it blew my mind when no one did him.
You're
So
like, come on, guys,
I was like, I gotta try this. So, I mean, like I said, it took forever because I definitely have some OCD tendencies when it comes to like, this is not perfect, I gotta fix this. And then I didn't know anything either, so like I would make a cap too big or too small, too tall,
yeah.
Dude, like everything.
There's
but
a lot of
like
restrictions.
perfect.
Yeah, there's a lot of restrictions.
Oh, and when you're new to it, you have no idea.
Yes.
So
yes, I totally agree.
it was rough, but eventually I did make one. I mean, like I said, this is with like, I would say a little over 3 months of hiccups and practicing, and that was just for the clay part. Like I said, I literally would stay in my bed, like after work, even after my second job, and I would mess around with clay. Like that's how I did it. I just practiced every night before I went to bed. Eventually, I got a BB root.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty cute.
I for my first artisan, I still like him.
Yeah,
I thank him every day.
Okay. So do you do this? I mean, I think you did already give the answer, but I will ask again. Like, do you do this full time or part time, right?
Mm-hmm. So this is You want me to answer that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so part time. I would definitely love to do this full time if I was able to, which I probably could at this point, to be honest. But I do have a mortgage, you know.
Oof.
I do like my job when it comes to what I actually do, though it is exhausting mentally.
Yeah.
Artisans are definitely my avenue of relaxing and just kind of, it's my company. Like I do what I want. It's awesome.
Right.
It was always my dream to have my own business. I didn't know when what, but I always wanted to. So.
Will you consider having employees, like eventually once you go full time, let's say? Will you consider like having employees?
Probably not ever. I think because the way I look at artisans, even if it was like strictly like a business, like it's an artist. Again, artisans you can have teams. Like you're putting me hot water with all these questions.
That's the point.
to me, yeah, I know. I figured that out. To me, I'm one dude, and this is what's like behind RathCap's. Like, and this is why I think it's special. I'm one dude in my basement doing everything. You know, occasionally I'll get my brother to help me. He'll help me with printing invoices. But like every cap that has ever shipped is made by me with my hands. Like there's nobody else making these. You know, no one's buffing them, no one's sanding them, no one's polishing them. No one's answering the questions on Instagram. Like it's all me, man. It's exhausting, but I love it.
Hey, I mean, right now I can see like you can manage it, right? But I don't know, maybe down the line it's gonna be like, you know. I mean, like, okay, so I'm gonna ask you this. What do you think of commissions, right? We talked this a bit behind the scenes, right? So
we did. I think commissions are amazing, you know, especially when it comes to me wanting other people's caps too. That's a nice part about being an artisan maker. People want to trade commissions. I'm like, hell yeah. For me, I open them occasionally. The problem is, like I said, I work 40 hours a week. You know, I'm doing different raffles, and I'm supposed to be matching more GMK and PPT sets, and I just have not had time because of the new sculpts and stuff like that. So I'm actually way behind. So currently, like, they're closed, but every now and then someone will be pretty please, or there's my best friend's birthday or something crazy, and I'm like, all right, fine.
I'm getting married. Look, I'm getting married.
Actually, I'm doing some commission caps for someone being married. Actually.
Oh, that's fit.
So I'm a sucker, man. If you give me a sob story, I'll probably accept.
But yeah, well,
just don't have time. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about as well that it's a bit tiring getting those PMs about commissions. I mean, like things like that, right? Like, if you were like at least one more guy, right? You will be able to take on more different challenges, right? Like maybe you can do the clay aspect of it, right? And then the other
Yeah.
person can do the casting, and then maybe the logistics of it, right?
Yeah. I listen. I think if that was a future possibility, it would be something. I think my cats are throwing stuff behind me. Something's going on. It would be something I would consider. Like I said, at the end of the day, I like that I'm Wrath. You know, and if I want to do this, I do this. If I want to do that, I'm my boss. So like I said, having my brother occasionally help me with invoicing. I mean, that's so helpful. You have no idea. So I can only imagine having somebody help me like all the time. Like it'd be freaking sweet.
Hey.
But yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
this is pretty nice.
We'll see. And knock on wood, that would be pretty cool. Because you're right, it would open up a new avenue, for sure. You know?
What about? Well, we talk about collaborations a bit, right? Like, how hard is for you like to get a collaboration set up, either with a GMK set or like a PVT set?
It's not too bad. I mean, occasionally people will send me the samples, which makes my life a whole lot easier. But I'll be honest, I don't reach out to anyone. If they want me to make a matching set, I'll do it. They typically just reach out to me. So if someone does like, you know, whatever colorway, they'll be like, "Hey, Raph, can you?" And I'll say, "Sure." It's on my list.
If I'm working on something, I'm like, "Hey, Raph, I'm working on this. Do you want to do
Absolutely.
collab?" Okay.
Absolutely. It's that simple. You just hit me up in the DMs and I'll put it on a list.
Okay.
We'll get to it. My goal is to try to pair it up a little bit better, but like I said, because of Scout, because of Kiribo, because of a secret project that I've been working on, I kind of have been delayed. And then I also got like ADHD and wanted to make Kisa and Finn, and then I did that too. So
the what?
I made my cat and the dog.
The dog. Yeah. You know, like, okay, so we're gonna start entering about the questions behind, you know, the different sculpts that you have, right? Do you want to start by doing your animals, your pets? Wow.
Sure.
Yeah. So what's the story behind doing like Finn and Kisa?
So I also have another cat named Boone. He's more of a traditional cat though. He's a tuxedo cat. But Kisa, she's just a spunky personality cat. My dog Finn, they're just good animals. They're good pets. And someone said, "Why don't you make them as a kitty cat?" I was like, "That's way too hard. Hell no." Guess what? I worked on it. And eventually I was happy enough to say, "Okay, I did it. I made Finn and Kisa." So yeah, there's not too much of a background with it. Just it's something that someone said, and I'm like, that would be cool because I want that for myself. I didn't plan on, honestly, I didn't know if I was even going to do any raffles with them, to be perfectly honest with you. I would have been happy just making them for my keyboard, and that would be it. Yeah, or just doing an OG sale, and that's it. But I think they might work with certain things, which I'll do, or I'll throw them in randomly, kind of like how I did like the Halloween stuff. It'll just be like a random here and there kind of thing. But the goal really is Kiribo, B3, Scout, Polly, and the saplings are like I like clay so much. Now this is an issue I have.
Yeah, you need to pick which ones to do, or
and then I say, okay, I'll do these, and then it's like boop, and I still have Girl Scout like that. I barely have released, like, so.
Yeah,
I have fun with it.
I mean, like one thing that well, not a problem, but one thing that I noticed when you were showing off the Finn and Kisa sculpt, it was that I was thinking in my head, I'm like, how can the colorways work in this? Because the colorways is like very simple, right? It's maybe two colors and then the eyes. So I was like, how can he make it work? And then you made the 420 set with the small eyes, the Finn with the small eyes, and the Kisa with an even bigger eye. Like the color, I was like, this is actually pretty nice. I will actually. It
kind of worked,
yeah. Yeah, it does. How did it work? I was blown away.
Like I said, I didn't even think about. The original intent was not to make a couple molds and say, I'm gonna sell these. These are my flagship things. Right. They were really just for myself, and then I got a lot of feedback, and they're like, "Can you do some raffles here?" Okay.
So
I mean, it's fun.
So we talked already about Baby Root. What about Kiribo?
Kiribo. So V3 is being molded as we speak.
Yes.
So within the next week or two, I'm hoping I'll be ready to finally release him. Which I have the master right here who has like some stuff on him, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see on this camera, but I'll post a picture on Instagram. But officially, he's done. Like the master's done. I don't have to touch him anymore.
You're
and
not
I'm very happy with this direction. It's just very different than the original.
It's more cute-ish, right? Isn't it with the big
It's
eyes?
It's more cute-ish, but it's also got that realistic feel. Like it's very textured. It's like it almost looks like fur that just laid down on the cap. This is one of those caps where like you see it in person, you're like, wow, that's pretty cool. Sometimes I look at it, I'm like, how did I do that?
How?
It's cool. It's very different approach than the other one.
That's very fair. What about Polyrath and the fists?
Polyrath and the fist. So you guys obviously know Poly V2, which has been around now for not a while, but you know,
almost a year.
We finally have. Yeah, it's getting there.
No, 6 months.
I don't.
No, wait.
I don't know. No, it's definitely more than 6 months. I don't even know, man. To be honest with you, I have no idea. But I officially have the logo Poly done, which you saw in one of these raffles. But now this is like the actual like done
actual thing.
Ready
and we're
to
gonna
go.
be giving that away, right?
Yeah, I have a blue one, an OG blue one that actually has never been released.
Yes.
An upcoming raffle, which is probably my next raffle, is a baby blue for autism awareness. So it's a little off that a little different.
It's not like a deep blue-ish, it's a baby blue. Yeah.
It's baby blue, yeah. So.
What about Team Root?
Dude, Team Root I always feel bad for Team Root. I always forget about him.
Really? Wow. Actually?
Dude, I really like Team Root. That's the funny part is, but between I feel like Sapling is one of those caps that really kind of, I don't want to say put me on like, but like that a lot of people really like Sapling.
Which one is Sapling?
Sapling is so you
leaf?
saw my the one after Teen.
Okay.
I don't think you have a sapling. So here's my sapling collection.
Oh, okay. Now I know what it is.
As they all fall over.
It's like something in between the big root and
yeah.
root.
Yeah. So
That's
that was like my flagship essentially. Like that is, I feel like what people knew me for is sapling. So he took over for a long time. That like kind of put Teen Root to the side.
Oh.
But then there's like this small group of people that are like, can you bring him back?
I mean, it's so cute.
Okay.
I like Team Root. I need to get Team Root, Deadpool. I need to get them all in Deadpool colorways or something like that. So I'm playing
I need to do that.
Yeah.
But like the Deku in Teen Root, Teen Root, the sculpt works really well with specific colorways for sure. Like because he's got that angry
Right.
face. You know, I think it's really
maybe
cool.
a red. I mean, I mean, red is rage, right? Like red is rage.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, there
like,
you go, you got it.
Strong feelings, right? Like, I mean, it just works.
It does. I agree with you on that one. So yeah, I do have a lot of sculpts at this point, but like I said, I have a lot of sculpts because I really like playing with clay.
I mean, that's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
you do you, right?
Yeah, man. Like I said, if I'm like hanging out, which I don't really have that much time to hang out, but if I like am watching TV or something, I typically have clay and a sculpt in my hands.
Oh boy.
I always have. Yeah, it's always like around or always next to me. I'm always tweaking something or refining something. So.
I mean, that's fair, honestly. What about the Scout? I feel like the Scout. You know, I have a problem with Scout because I feel like I saw it the first time that you showed it off. I'm like, oh, that's nice. And then I think you took so long to actually release the first sale.
I know, I'm a jerk.
But I was like, oh.
I know.
And then before I asked you to the interview, I was like, okay, let me see if he actually sold the Scouts. I was like, and then you have made some sales with the Scout. I'm like, how did I miss all of those?
Yeah, no. So there's been quite a bit of Scout raffles. They've been much smaller than my traditional stuff. Again, the main reason behind that is I knew that I wanted to go back and do some stuff to it. I wasn't happy with it. And this goes with, I would say this goes with almost all my caps. Like you have to say, okay, I'm good. Let's try this out. I know it's functional. Like I know I'm happy with it, but I know I want to go back. Like I'm a very much a perfectionist. So Scout was one of those where I'm like, I know I can change something up. I know something's not how I want it, but eventually, like you have to let it go. Eventually,
course.
you know. So that was the reasoning behind him, and then I kind of held back a little bit, and I did my other stuff, and then in the background I've been working hard, but he's officially ready. Here he is right here. Yeah, V1000 Scout.
Hey,
but he's fun.
I personally do like making B2 version of the Scout, like in general. Like I think it has.
Oh yeah.
It can give you a lot of room to improve and to actually like redesign of it, right?
Absolutely.
Like from B2 to B3 Kiribati, it's gonna be very different, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think more.
So,
I think in general, like more people should do B2. Just like
yeah.
That's me. But yeah.
I know, right? I always think I'm like, I wonder if what would happen if I was still on BB Root.
I mean, yeah, like you can see, maybe you can argue that Team Root and sampling it's just a B2 or B3 of Bigger Root. I mean, you can argue that. Like, oh no, they're gonna make me dab. Okay, guys, I have. Do you wanna dab with them?
Sure. I don't know if I'll try to.
Yes, it's 1 and 2. Okay.
Okay, I'll try. Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There we go. Oh no.
I've never done that before. That's embarrassing.
It is. That's why I do it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to hear something kind of cool though? Speaking of like V2, V3, whatever. So
yeah,
not Teen Root, but Sapling and Sapling V2 actually came out of BB Root. I added clay to BB Root, and that's like I like refined the crap out of it, and I edited it like obviously with clay and like molds and resin and all that. But originally, that's what they were. They came like so. It's like metaphorical. It's like Groot growing like legit. It's so funny.
I mean, that's good.
But yeah, I think it's unique. I think it's very unique.
Yeah.
I can't believe we made a stab.
What is chupito? Okay, chupito is a shot, basically, and I mean they're redeeming because they're trolling a bit. I don't have alcohol. I don't think I should drink while I'm streaming. Like something like more serious, right?
I have diet lemonade from Chick-fil-A.
I have soda.
There you go. That works. That's funny. I like your little group of. I remember before I said friends, and they're like, "Ha ha ha, friends." Yeah, right.
yeah, they're a bit toxic, but I mean, what can you do? What can you do?
So funny. Oh, Fox Cables. You lost an idol. Oh
no. I lost an idol. Oh. Friends. He doesn't know.
So funny. What a good group.
Oh, one of the question was, do you multi-shot or hand paint, or have you tried either?
Oh, so everything is just multi-shot with resin and dye. I've actually never tried painting a cap.
Never. Like, would you mind trying at least, or like?
I think I could do some. I honestly probably could do some really amazing things. But I've never tried. Because again, to me, when I was told artisans, I was told a specific thing, and that's what I stuck to. I would probably paint some for myself, to be honest. Kind of like how I made Kisa and Finn. I would love to hand paint maybe a Kisa in the colorway of my other cat. Yeah, for myself.
That could work.
Yeah, because he's got more funky face colors and white and the black and.
They're asking who is your favorite mod.
Well, technically Lee is not a mod. He's my PR manager, Mike. So,
nice.
So it can't be him. So it would obviously have to be Lorray. He's my favorite PR manager, though.
Hey, I mean, there are some times that I want to say some things as well. I'm like, and then I don't know if he's in the chat probably. His name is Novel Flyer. Like he's like, David,
Okay.
please don't do it, David. Ark, don't do it. I get mad sometimes. I'm like, sometimes I read some wild stuff, some wild stuff. I'm like, I get really mad. So like, oh, these people and these people, and they're like, don't do it, David. Don't do it.
Wait. Did you ask the most important question yet? Oh,
No.
I want to know.
That's the
Oh,
last question. That's
oh,
the
that's a
last
specific
question.
thing. Okay.
Yes. It's a very specific thing, and there's only one right answer, so you better be prepared.
Oh God. I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't prepare for this interview.
I mean, it's
Sorry.
fine. It's fine. So well, I had here that maybe adapting one sculpt to make it a multi-shot. Like, do you have that in mind when you're making them?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely all. Well, besides Fit and Kisa, but every cap has. There's an idea behind the sculpt besides the character. Like, obviously, for colorway wise, I always keep certain things in mind. Absolutely. Like, so if you look at Sapling or Teen Root or any of them, like, I know I have the tips as an option.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you need to add colors for especially GMK sets. You need multiple things. So I always have the tips. I got the eyes. I got the main body. I could always do, you know, something funky with it. But for them, that's always the go-to. Same thing. I mean, you can kind of tell where everything could be a different color, which is nice.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah. Oh well. One of the things is that what about like so far? I think you have mentioned before that you want to a bit get away of making like artisans related with IP, right? Because you have Root and Polyrath and Kiribel, and they're like, you know, related with IP, right?
Absolutely.
So like, what do you think of that? Like, what do you think of artisans that are, you know, that has IP right behind them?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing at all. I mean, I do it. It also, when I look at my collection, I'm you know, most of this stuff is related to IP. Everything is an IP at this point, you know. I like the idea of trying to put your own spin to it for sure. You know, that's why Poly actually has turned into Logo Poly. Like, I really tried to spin off into my own kind of stuff. You know, that's also why I tried to do the fists. Like, it's just a completely different type of keycap. It's not, like, it's just not, you know, one cap. You know, when you look at Sapling and they have their spins.
Right.
You know, there's definitely inspiration. But like, think about how many entlings and trees there are in all fantasy lore. It's like it's
Of course,
everywhere.
I mean, maybe you can just change the name a bit. I'm like, like
Yeah.
It's
that's
not
what I
rude.
think
It's just a 3 guy. Something like that.
Tree man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's a 3 man. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely slowly fading to my own kind of ideas, like more or some more drastic twists to different characters.
I see. Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
fair, honestly. But like my point of making this is that I had people argue with me, you know, saying that, I mean, do you know HK Gaming or do you know HK Gaming?
I don't think so.
Well, they basically or GMKey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they copy Keycap set, right? They rip the colors off, right? So like
Okay.
I have arguments with people saying that they compare like literally like copying keycap sets, you know, to artisans that has IP, right? And they're like, how can you justify this when you don't support fake sets, but you do support artisans that are with IP, right?
I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's very different. As I get what you're saying, but again, it's not like for like if we're looking at Key Revo, it's not like this exists anywhere. Like this came from a piece of clay,
Right.
you know? Yeah, so that's why it's a little different as opposed to. But I
mean-
think they just troll you.
Bruh. I mean, I totally agree. I think Meg said that it's like transformative art, I think he called it, and that's you know, that's fair. Like, you know, like fanfics or like drawings, stuff like that, right? So it's like,
I mean, if
it's
you go to
fair.
Comic-Con, man, you have Artist Alley. You have all these people drawing Captain Americas and Deadpools, and you know, so it's just another way of making art.
Yeah,
essentially.
I totally agree.
So, a shot of tequila or any alcoholic drink.
I mean, like the Resin talk, it's like a more like professional kind of like stream, right? But my usual streams are like a bit more stuff. Like I drink where I do like just keyboard related stuff. But I might be drunk, but I'm doing it.
Straight laced for
Yeah.
keyboard. So, what games do you play, by the way? I don't even know.
Well, games
Or what do you stream mainly if you're not doing this?
well, I usually stream like keyboard related stuff, like Luby, building keyboards, like talking about like game cases that are coming out, keyboards, news and stuff like that. I don't really stream games per se, but I do play games, right? Like I play with my friends. I play League of Legends. I know. I'm sorry. What do you play? Like what do you currently play?
I mean, I'm looking at my icons right here. I mean, I have Apex downloaded. I obviously have Steam and Battle.net, so like, WoW. But I don't really play too much right now. I'm kind of in a drought. I like MMOs. Like, I love MMORPGs, and there's just nothing.
I can't do MMOs. I just can't. I tried for so many years. It's just like, oh, no. Like, I don't want to do the same mission 20 times just for one new year.
I love survival games. Like, I loved DayZ back in the day and H1Z1. But I just wait for the next MMO, essentially.
You're just waiting. Like, they're fine because they're saying, like, that I loop a lot. And that's a lie. Like, I haven't looped in so long. Switches. So fuck you guys.
Yo, so I should probably watch some streams if I want to learn how to build a keyboard, right? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
I mean, they're mainly on Spanish, but if you do come to chat and you have a ask, I'm down to answering. Okay,
cool.
I mean, a lot of people are in the hobby, like on the Hispanic community. They know English, so they speak it or they can read it, and they're just it's a need. If you're in the hobby, knowing English, it's like you need it. Honestly.
They're really getting you good.
Okay, buddy. 3 days love a bunch of 76. I mean, I take my time because I get distracted with chat, right? That's my excuse. I'm like, oh yeah.
That's okay. It's okay because I mean, if you look at me and my sculpts and how long they take sometimes.
Yeah,
it's fair. It's fair. Take our time.
Okay, so continuing with the questions.
Yeah.
What's one of your hardest sculpt or like with high failure rate? Oh boy.
Any poly I do is extremely difficult. Success rate, ratio wise, because he's very funky with how he has to be cast. So if you look at the eyelids, like the white part of the eyelids, that's a separate shot, but it's really difficult to get to with the resin. On top of, you can't have it obviously drop in the bed. Like, there's a lot of issues, and then resin can like spray. It's like super funky. But the main issue with Poly is having him angled. Like, the mold has to be on a specific angle, and I actually keep it in like a little box.
Right.
So like, I'll do the white. Like, for example, I'll do the white part. Well, not on logo poly, but on like traditional poly, I'll do the traditional white part first. It has to be in a specific angle. Then it's got to go in the pressure pot.
Oh god.
It has to be the quick curing resin for some reason. Whenever I do, like, I take my time and I use like 326, which is like a longer curing resin. It comes out very squishy, no matter what I do. I do not know why.
I mean, try and fail. Right?
So
testing him.
It's very tough. He's super awesome when he comes out and he's like good. But, then on top of that, I gotta make a ton of fists, and fists are a pain in the ass.
Why? I mean, are they like single color shots?
They're single shots, but it's more of like, so everything I cast, obviously you need, the butt to everything, right. And you gotta clean all the butts out. It's just a lot of work, believe it or not, to make a poly. And then so if it's a traditional poly, I still gotta do the resin after for the black swirl. I got to do the eyelids after too.
Oh,
so let's say I do get one right, like out of the 4 I make, or whatever I make, then I can still screw something up. There's still way high potential for screwing something up still. So that's tough.
Boy.
Yeah, but he's nice when he's all made and done, and I'm like, yes, I did it.
Hey, Ada Work is here. Hey, my dude. He's having, if I'm not wrong, I'm sorry, maybe I'm getting mixed up. I think he's doing his first raffle sale today.
Yep.
Yes.
It's really, really dope.
And then he's in New York.
People here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Nice,
pretty cool.
nice dude.
I think there's not a lot of makers here in New York in general.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, yeah, like all of them are either on West Coast or, I mean, yeah, the
Or
West Coast
Florida. I
or
feel like
Florida. Yeah,
Florida or Cali.
yeah. It's like,
That's
come on,
it.
guys. There's more birds in this country. Oh yeah. What do you do with your beatstock or fell
Uh,
caps?
so I have basically a giant shoebox of bee stocks.
Oh
And
boy.
those who know me, they would look at my bee stocks and be like, why are these bee stocks?" And I'll be like, "Do you see that little tiny dot over in that like area? That's
This,
why."
yeah, I mean, like,
So
yeah,
yeah.
that's fair. Like I when I buy art, I try to be a little bit of more like if I'm paying for it, then I want to see like, the work
Absolutely.
behind it, right? Like there's
Absolutely.
some like your work, like it's very clean and you can see the casting. Sometimes
Yeah.
some makers, the resin does you know goes, it mixes it up, right? And I hate
Mhm.
it. But I don't
I've
usually complain. I don't complain. I'm like, okay, take it. I just take it. Just give it to me. It's okay.
Yeah, I've never had. I've always been really good. I think my entire time like making artisans, I've only like screwed up like once and like I shipped the wrong thing.
Oh no.
But other than that, like I think my quality has been very good. And my goal, especially this year, is quality over quantity. Like that's 100% like what I'm going for. That, as you can see, I'm taking my time kind of releasing stuff. But
Yeah, that's fair.
it's purposeful. I'm not here for a month or a day or a year. Like my goals, I want to be around for a while, and I want to put everything I have into these little guys, these little characters that people click.
When you work on them, like, do you try to make like a story behind them, or you're like, yeah, I mean, it's good, or the treatment, or this is just some water animal, right? Do you try to think the story behind them, or it's like, yeah,
I don't know if there's a specific story. I mean, there's always something in the background for sure. I definitely there's definitely something I put into it extra. I don't know if a story per se, but there's always stuff. Oh, Dutch, what's up, Dutch?
who's Dutch? I'm bad. It's a
Dutch Master, the man.
oh boy. So yeah. Um. Okay, this is a bit. How do you price your caps? Is
Oh,
there
price?
yeah, price? Like, do you have like a secret formula that I always ask about? Like, is there a secret formula for it?
So I always base my pricing off of time and effort.
Mhm.
Obviously, if we looked at how much time and effort I put into all my sculpts, we would have a bit major issue with pricing. But regarding like most of my caps, it's about time and what's fair and what I would pay.
Right.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with hype ever. So if I had 1 million people enter for BB root or sapling or whatever, the price would be the price. It's not going to go up. Like I'm happy with where I'm at. If materials went up, that would justify like it would have to go up a little bit. Time and skill for sure, but I try to be fair, man.
That's fair.
I really do. I know what makes sense. I know how much time and effort I put into something, and I just know what makes sense for me.
There
To each
was
his own, but
there was one time that I heard that they upped their prices just because there were new makers that they were pricing like almost as them for the caps, and they're having selling artisans for a long time.
yeah,
What do you think of that?
that's a tough one because I do see people who either are newer or I've seen newer people have more expensive caps than mine. It literally doesn't bother me. I'm happy kind of being in my own little space and doing what I like to do. And like I said, I know what I just know everything I put into it and what makes sense. So for me, it works. And I don't really plan on changing that. Like I said, Scout might be a little bit more expensive because he's a lot more difficult to cast. Poly obviously is more material,
Yes.
and he's an a-hole to cast.
I mean, I love poly. I mean, I'm proud
Oh,
of
I
the
mean,
poly that I have, and yeah.
well, just wait till you get the next one.
Leaks.
But that's why they're a little bit more. It's not because of hype or anything like that. It's just because it's more difficult.
I mean, I think they're pretty fair price. I don't remember how much I paid for
Yeah.
my hero, but I think it was maybe below 60 or 55.
yeah, 55 most likely.
Yeah. I was like, that's amazing. You know, I have paid 55 for another cap, which is like not even
Okay,
close
yeah,
to the quality. Not gonna lie, but like
Yeah, it has nothing to do with comparing to other people.
No,
or
I'm
anything
saying
like
that. I'm just.
But yeah,
I'm
I know what you're
comparing
saying.
that because yeah.
Oh, I know as me as a collector, I know what I can afford too. You know, and
Of
once
course.
you hit a certain number, and if it's not art key, you know, or
Of course.
someone like top of the line, I'm like,
Some gas
can't
caps.
yeah, then I can't justify it. But you know, for what I can afford, and you know, I think it's pretty fair.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
Okay. How would you like to be remembered if you ever had to leave the hobby?
Oof. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I made so many friends, like real friends, and not just like, you know, people in the community. And then once the community's like, let's say I ever leave or whatever, like I'll never talk. Like they're friends for life. So I hopefully just good vibes. I don't know. You know, I know a lot of people like my caps too, and they have character behind them and stuff like that. So I don't know, just good vibes.
That's jazz. What's an artist? I'm new to the hobby. It's just resin. Very expensive resin. Very expensive resin. Don't do it. You're right.
You know he's a troll. You know he's a troll, right?
Yes. I'm just answering because why not? Why not, right?
Don't do it. Don't do that, man.
Okay, Voodoo asks, what do you enjoy more? Coming up with new colors and techniques for your existing sculpts, or coming up with a new sculpt?
I mean, I think we all know I'm a little biased to just messing around with clay. I mean, I'm also someone who always needs to be doing something, so I was joking with Mike before. I was like, now that Scout, Kiribo, and my side project are done, what should I start making? And he's like,
no.
will you calm down? Will you stop? Like, bro, you don't even have them molded yet. And I'm already thinking about like the next stuff.
I mean,
so I love clay. I really do.
You're always looking like ahead of time, I bet. I mean, I don't see that as a bad thing, honestly. I do a bit the same. I do
it's good and bad.
Yeah. I mean, 50-50. 50-50.
Yeah, I would say so.
But yeah, okay, Chad, do you have any questions that you would like us to answer?
Yeah.
And then we can do the giveaway. Hopefully I can win myself. I don't think I can. There's literally, I can even participate. I can even participate on the giveaway.
Is Poliwrath my favorite Pokemon? I'm sorry. You should have read it.
It's okay.
I would say he's probably tied with Machamp. I always thought Machamp was really cool.
Why are you waiting to do Machamp and then you could put 4 arms? Or
I did do a Machamp Poly. Did you know that?
Oh yeah, I remember. But I mean, like,
it's got 4 gloves, but an actual because I'm getting away from IPs, man.
I mean, it's okay, man. Just make one more exception, you know. I mean, like, I think you already have the gloves. You just need to make the Machamp.
This is true, but you know me, I would have to make some alterations and changes. But yeah, Machamp and Poly are definitely my favorite. I mean, you got to think about Poliwrath it's got Wrath in it. Like how cool is that? You know.
I mean, you can put anything Wrath in somewhere there. I'm pretty sure you can just add the Wrath somewhere.
But it's natural, man. It was natural. It just made honestly, Poliwrath made sense because I'm like, first off, there's Wrath in it. I'm like, how cool is that? And I could do gloves. I'm like, doing gloves would be so unique. I'm like, let me try that. He was just so you guys know how he is. If you ever saw my original, not V1, before that of my concept, oh my god, it's so bad. But at least it was a concept. I do.
Okay.
I will not show it to you.
Okay.
Maybe another time.
I agree. Gloves are amazing. I agree.
That was fun.
Yeah. You already has a new scalp in mind? Do you have already a new scalp in mind?
I mean, Scout, the new Scout is officially done. The new Key Rebo is officially done. I also have a new sculpt that's done that only a couple people know about. That's actually part of a secret project with another artisan maker.
Can there be a lick?
I don't know.
Maybe just the name of the other maker.
Low key.
Okay. It's
Low key.
we're only three people, right? They don't know.
There's a couple people have seen it, but you'll see it very soon because you'll see it very soon.
Oh well.
Okay.
Blue Eyes White Dragon 1.
Dude, that'd be so cool.
That would be so hard. I mean, you can make 3 caps.
No, yeah,
actually,
you can do that technically. What's the dude? Exododia. I'm so bad with the names. The dude, he's like 5 cards in Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I always thought that would be the coolest thing ever, and then almost like nightcaps where you just win 1, obviously. So it's like you have to slowly collect them all.
That would actually be nice. That would be.
It would be so fun and so cool.
Not yet,
but
Jorge, not yet.
Too difficult.
I mean,
Exodia, there you go. Thanks, guys.
Exodia, yes. I mean, I wish more makers will do like combine artisans, like sets, like you know, the poly set, right? But I don't know, maybe like for Binarius, like the dragon can have maybe like a body behind it, like another artisan behind it. I wish there were more of that. You know, honestly, it would be hard to match because you need to get all of them. But
yeah, it's a lot, man. And when it comes to the molds and then success rates, it's very difficult. I was originally gonna put a body for Kisa actually behind her, so it was looking like she was like prowling, but I just ran out of time officially. You know, like that's the only reason. But I still might mess around with that for myself. So
that doesn't feel. I wish you would.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully.
Cute little tail and a little butt. I think that'd be so fun.
Pretty simple. Yeah. Just a blob of clay, a little tail, and you're good to go.
Well, X for a butt.
Yeah. Done. Okay, we have your next sculpt, buddy.
There you go, done.
Do you prefer dark colors or brighter colors?
I mean, if you guys look at a lot of my raffles, I feel like I do a lot of funky stuff with shiny stuff and pretty.
Yes.
I
agree.
Which I like from an art perspective. I think it's really pretty. Like looking at some of my stuff, I'm like, that's really pretty. You don't see a ton like that.
It's very bright. Yeah, very shiny.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all know my favorite color is orange at this point when it comes to keycaps.
But in general, like without keycaps, what's your favorite color?
Not red.
Okay, buddy. Wow. I
don't know. Probably. Honestly, it's probably green.
Green.
I like the nature and stuff like that. I think green's probably my favorite.
Oh, it's nice. So wait, so you want GMK Botanical maybe?
No, GMK Camping.
Wow, camping it's a nice set,
honestly. No, I don't.
Oh,
that's Grail. I always look for it though.
Yeah, I mean neither. I was in the hobby already when they did round 2. I didn't bought it. I don't know why. I feel so dumb, but yeah, life, right?
Yeah, it's okay. I feel like sapling is the perfect cat for camping.
They're saying Red knows what's up. Red bad.
Red bad.
Voodoo, go for yourself. Please time out, Voodoo. Yeah. Do you want to do the giveaway?
Yeah.
No?
So, however, I'll just show what it is, I guess.
Yes.
My camera's not that great, guys, but it's the first logo poly in like its original color. It's not gonna come up on the camera, essentially, but nice. I got poly. I got 2 fists that I just sanded before this because I completely forgot. But yeah, he's here. He's ready. He's actually really freaking dope. So, however you want to set it up.
Yeah, we're gonna do so there gonna be 3 losers and 1 is gonna be the winner. So we're gonna there's gonna be a keyword, right? And then we're gonna raffle it 3 times basically, and then the 4th one is actually that wins.
Oh, that's so mean.
I know, it is.
That's on purpose.
It's on purpose. That was actually Meg's idea. He was like,
Oh.
I just wanted to do like the second one maybe just to play around with them, but he was like, nah, he needs to lose, and then the next one actually wins. Like he's evil. He just.
Oh my god.
People just don't know that. Okay, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna put giveaway. Yeah.
That's so funny.
We're gonna go to next camera. This. I'm gonna turn off my camera because I didn't even use it. PC here. Okay, guys. Because you are the guest here, you can pick a word, anything.
How neat is this?
No marbles. I'm sorry, man. I'm poor. I'm a broken college student. Okay, I don't have 4 marbles.
Mike, that's your password. Don't lie.
Red was colored. Oh, okay, buddy. I'm gonna time you out, buddy. Okay, how do you spell your name? It's the voodoo. Okay. Oh god, I cannot time it here. Oh yes, I did. Bad voodoo. Marbles is it free? I don't know. Actually.
Toxic.
Maybe for the next guest. Is there a transparent ball poly? Is it? Is there?
There's a V1 that I did completely transparent, but not for the newer stuff. Actually, I need to do transparent for a bunch of the newer stuff. I haven't done that in a while.
I mean,
they're actually really
for
pretty.
RGB. Yeah, for
Yeah.
RGB.
I kind of just want some for myself, so maybe I'll get on that sooner than later.
RathCap smirk when is he trolling?
There actually
I
is
don't know.
RathCap merch, which is kind of cool.
I need some socks. Okay, buddy.
Oh, I don't have socks. I only have thongs.
Okay. Do you pick the word?
What's the word gonna be?
It's your pick.
Oh, I pick it?
Yeah, it's anything you want. You're the guest.
Oh, I thought the chat gets to pick it.
Nope.
Oh. Alright, ready? Type R-E-D.
R-E-D. Okay.
S-U-X.
S. Okay. S-U.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
X.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Actually toxic. Actually toxic.
Sorry, I had to. Let's go.
Deserve. Okay. Okay, guys. You guys are too toxic for this. Too toxic.
Oh, that was fun. Look at all those red sucks.
Red actually the goat? No, please stop. This is a lie. This is
Uninvited. I'll never be
undivided.
back.
You know what? This stream is over. No more giveaways.
Stream over. Sorry, man. I had to do it. It was fun.
Come on, man. You don't need to do me like that.
Wait, can I enter my own raffle? Shipping's a lot cheaper.
I mean, you could. I mean, if you.
I want to do it just to see what happens.
Okay, if you win, you need to send it to me. Okay, that's fair. You're entering for me.
Okay, you know what? That's fine.
Okay.
Alright, deal.
Deal.
Heard that, chat? If RathCaps wins, it goes to Ark.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, there you go. No. Rigged.
Actually rigged? Actually?
No, I'm just messing.
No,
But
no,
that
it's
would
too
be
late.
kinda cool.
Okay. The first person who loses tonight, it's none other than Coquelox. Good.
So mean.
Goodbye, Coquelox. Take care, buddy.
Oh,
He has been watching me after so long. Well, he took his following. Fuck you, Coquelox. He's been watching me since like last year. Fuck you. Good thing you did it, Coque. Good. I'm always here. I know you are. Okay, the next loser it's going to be Voodoo Bear, good. Good. Actually good.
No!
This is actually good. Yes. Yes. Good.
Oh.
Yes.
That's
Karma?
so mean.
100%.
I can't, man. It's so funny.
They deserve it. Okay. The third loser. It's okay, Red sucks anyway. Fuck you, Nando. The third one loser is. I hope it's you, Brandon. What is it, Brandon? Alan P. Oh wow, he's not even following. Wow, sad.
I love
Sad
Alan.
days.
No.
I don't know, Alan. Shake my head.
I do.
Not like this. Good. Good.
Oh.
Okay. So the actual winner is it cancel roll? Actually, okay. I want
I feel like
you to
you're
win.
more nervous than anybody
Yeah,
else.
I want you to win. Like you have to win. I won that cap. Okay, guys. Let's fucking go! Let's go! Let's
Annie?
go! Let's go! She's my fiance.
Oh, what the hell? That's rigged, man.
That's not rigged.
All right, ready? Wait. Here, let's do this. I will make another poly. So
Really?
let's do one more winner. That way you get
Wow.
one too, because she actually won. But let's do one more winner.
Actually,
How's that? Is that fair?
that sounds fair to me. I'm not complaining.
All right.
Actually rigged. Actually.
I like it. Oh my god.
They're saying that I planned this whole thing from the beginning. Okay. Okay, the actual winner this time.
Watch it be me.
Wait, okay. That would
It
be
won't be.
pretty yeah, that would be actually cool. 1, 2, 3. Frank! Do you know Frank? He doesn't
I
like
don't think so.
artisans, but whatever. Fuck you, Frank.
I hope Frank's happy. All right, we got 2 winners.
Hey.
LOL.
You're mean. You're right, Frank.
Oh my god, it's funny.
I love Frank. He's a nice dude. He's
I think it's
he's the like the most known Hispanic streamer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
it's a nice dude.
Sweet. I'm glad. He'll get a poly.
I'm
And
subscribing right now. Okay.
actually-
buddy. Thank you for
That's
the,
so
thank
funny,
you for the
man.
follow, Alan. I swear, guys, I'm not this toxic. I swear. I'm more.
Oh, it's messed up.
Oh, it is. It is.
Make sure you don't give it to Ark. Make sure you keep it for yourself.
This is actually Rick because well, Frank is my friend. He's a very close friend of mine. I actually like sent him the layout of the new layout to him before anyone else because I wanted
nice.
his opinion. Yeah.
Rigged.
Rick, actually Rick. Well, guys,
You're-
yeah, I think. Do you have any last words or any last question?
Let's see. I mean, if anybody ever has any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. That's
Yeah.
honestly the easiest way. My next raffle is gonna be blue polys, the light baby blue poly for autism awareness. So that's planned probably next week. But other than that, I
Good
hope
for you,
everyone's
right?
well.
You're so close to the 5K, my dude.
I know, man.
You're so
Taking
close.
forever.
You are so close.
Getting there.
Yeah.
Getting there. I'm excited. But yeah, it's been a fun journey so far, and I feel like we're just at the
Frank,
beginning.
luego hablamos en privado, Frank. Oh wait, I forgot to ask you the most important question.
Oh my
God. Oh my goodness gracious. How could I forgot?
Uh-oh.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Annie, no digas nada. No, nadie, chat, no digan nadie. Frank, no pasa nada. Te mando un mensaje después, okay, Frank? Don't worry. Okay.
Can can they DM me on Instagram the winner?
Oh yeah, I can tell him.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I mean, he lives in Mexico, so I can proxy for him. Well,
Okay.
yeah.
I
no
don't
worries.
trust you.
Okay, buddy. Wow,
Just cool.
actually.
All right,
wow.
so that's actually even easier, to be honest. That's even better.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Okay. So the most important question here is: do artisans belong on the keyboard or
Oh.
in a stand? There's only one right answer here, buddy.
Only in a stand. You do not mount an artisan unless you have an extra one.
Yes. I agree. You see,
It
guys?
is art.
It's art. Yes. Good. Thank you, Rath. Thank you. This is the second person who says this. You know, the only guy who said that, the opposite, the wrong answer, it was Greg. Bad
I'm not
habit.
surprised.
Yeah. That's wow. Actually, can we clip this and send it to Greg, please?
He's such a dude. I love Greg.
Yeah, he's such a nice dude, my dude.
He's just too cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
But
But
yeah.
I like them in cases. They're art to me. I'm scared to press some of them, but every now and then I will mount some.
Just for the picture.
will.
Just like for the picture and then you pull it out.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks for having me, man.
Hey,
This was really fun.
Yeah, it was. I had a lot of fun too, man. I got to learn a lot about you, you know. And like
Yeah.
I said, this podcast and for anyone, it's basically like I'm a collector of artisans, so I don't like my whole trouble with artisans is just like I buy them and then that's it, you know. Yeah, but here I get to meet them, right? The makers. Yeah. If you want to keep meeting makers and keep watching, I guess.
Yeah, you should probably follow him on Twitch and Instagram.
Yes.
Shout out.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate it, though. Thanks, man.
All right, chat. I will see you tomorrow for a toxic stream as usual.
Maybe I'll join.
Oh, you're very welcome. All right, guys. Take care.
Thanks,
I will
guys.
see you tomorrow.
It's too funny.